Hi, Velimir.
Hey, Sabrina. Thank
Hello
you.
to everyone watching. This is another episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. And today I'm speaking to Velimir. Me and Velimir, we just talked about this, met a few years ago, I would say about 3 years ago. And he'll obviously tell you where he works and what he does in a second. But we met a few years ago at a appointment, and we had a wonderful Japanese lunch together in a very cool restaurant in Frankfurt. Since then, we have been definitely keeping in touch, meeting all over the world, I want to say, at different trade shows. I am very excited to hand it over now to Velimir to tell you who he is, what he does, where he's based, and the situation right now for him. So over to you, Velimir.
Thank you, Sabrina. Well, thank you for letting me be part of this as well. Hello to everyone out there as well. My name is Velimir. I work for the Peninsula Hotels almost 4 years now. I'm based in London in the regional office here with three other colleagues. And my job is really to look after the European market, specifically for the MICE segment, and to sell out 10 beautiful hotels out there in the world. So, yeah.
Perfect. And so obviously you usually have an office that you go to in London. And I take it you are now at home, like me. So how have you set yourself up? Do you have like a little dedicated corner in the office, like office space, or are you kind of just sitting around and wherever you want to work, that's where you're working?
It's the first time that I'm working from home. Never was doing that beforehand. So I was one of the people going out there either to on property when I was working on property, going to the hotel every day, traveling, or going to the office. So yeah, I did have to get a little bit used to the working from home environment. And yes, I did set up a little area as much as I can in a London apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the dining table.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I'm sharing that dining table with my wife, who's also working from home. So, I'm a person that really needs a routine every day. So we continue to do things like we usually would. We check our agendas in the morning. So who do you have a call with? And when can I have my calls?
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So yeah, positives and negatives, of course, but I feel we're in it now after
Absolutely.
2 weeks. Actually, after 3-4 days, we already got used to it. And when we're on a call, we go to the bedroom, disrupt the other person. So yeah, it's working very well, actually.
Perfect. And so what are your 3 daily essentials now?
Well, being on a call so often, I think headphones are very important.
Yeah.
And maybe another essential would be the daily catch-ups with my team. So actually, right after we were told to work from home, the day after we already started with our daily catch-ups. Every day at the same time, even if you're off, you're allowed to, dial in and share what you've done today.
Yeah.
And like to keep it in a way not business related. It should just be let's connect, because not all of us are living with somebody. Some of us are actually living alone. So just keep that touch with each other. That's most likely one of the most important daily essentials.
Absolutely.
And I think I mentioned music. I feel like having music in the background helps me as well a little bit with not going insane.
Yeah.
And it's not like music that I, with lyrics necessarily, where I would follow the lyrics, so I would get distracted. It's more like instrumental music that I would listen to in the background. Yeah.
Okay. And have you come to any realizations about yourself in the last few weeks of lockdown, or I guess about the situation?
Yeah, I guess. Well, let's start with the bad. I think it's a bit difficult for me to kind of shut down in a way. So, I kind of work a little bit longer than I should, maybe. I shouldn't. And, you should maybe have those clear working and non-working hours. And maybe something positive is the habits of connecting with clients, I think, and colleagues more often on a more personal level. Those days where we were just like on emails typing and only emails was everything. Yeah. Somehow, especially in the world of sales, I don't know if we really use the phones that much in the last 2-3 years. True. So now we're picking up the phones, even video calls, and you see my living room now, which in a normal day you probably wouldn't.
Exactly.
But I would see the same from my clients. So it's very much more personal. So I think it's a positive thing that we're coming out of this virus and lockdown situation. So I do read a lot more. I figured out as well. So it's a good habit that I now trained. And it's not like necessarily books. It's more articles online about the industry, and it can be anything, from luxury magazines down to event professionals and specific magazines like that. So I keep myself really in the know as much as I can, and I kind of like it. And I think I will definitely more and more doing that in the future. And of course, I think you automatically spend more time with your wife, which is also a good habit. We don't commute anymore. We have more time together, to cook together, spend time together. So that's definitely something that I'd like to keep that, of course.
That's nice. Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I think adapting is a big word nowadays anyway. So I think we all need to, be a little bit open-minded and adapt to whatever is the new norm that is coming in the future. So especially in our industry. So.
Exactly. So what are you practicing from a wellness perspective, kind of both mentally and physically?
So yeah, I mean, talking about the routine early on, I go out pretty much almost every day for a run in the morning. So waking up early and we go out for a run. Definitely got to keep that physical health going. Also with home workouts. I don't know if you use it. The Adidas app, for example. So I've heard it's quite good, and I use it a lot. So it's really, you kind of motivate yourself and you keep going. You want to do the next step as well, tomorrow and the day after. So definitely you can break as much as you can.
Perfect. And I guess
mentally,
from a mental perspective.
Yeah, mentally, I mean, for me, it's the daily video contact actually that I have with my parents, my family. So that keeps me kind of a little bit going mentally. So it's not like I meditate, not yet. Maybe I will, but it's something that gives me positive vibes. It's a daily thing. So before I start working every day at the same time, I call my parents, I dial in my brothers if they're available. And we do a little family chat, 15, 20 minutes. That's all it takes. We go and start the day.
And can you give us any recommendations? Obviously, you've been reading a lot, you've been watching, you've been consuming a lot of content, both offline and online. Is there anything you can recommend that has brought you some joy in the last few weeks?
I guess it's nothing, specific as such. I sometimes I ask myself how many things am I subscribed to that I receive this daily newsletters, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need to unsubscribe from a few. I think it's more than contact that I have with friends as well. They keep me positive, and we do. Maybe you've done, and I'm sure you have, all these house parties with. It's a lot of fun, but again, it doesn't have to be on a daily basis as well. But once a week you set up your house party, and then you have fun and have a glass of wine and drink with your friends around the world.
Are you practicing any kind of digital detox at all?
At the beginning it was, I don't know if it was just me, but you always kind of wanted to watch the news and be always up to date of what's going on, or government going to announce some new lockdowns, especially at the beginning. Before I think now we got a little bit used to the fact that the lockdown and we're going through this, and whatever they tell us, you will get to know later on the day. So nowadays, it's not like I wake up. I used to 8 o'clock, the first daily news, then 1 o'clock, then 5 o'clock, then 10 o'clock on BBC, for example. So now I'm like, okay, you know what? Somehow they repeat themselves anyways. So I try to stick to, like, for example, at 10 p.m. I watch daily news, so they will be the latest, I guess. But what I try to do, because a lot of my hotels are worldwide, so I need to be up to date for the US side as well, a little bit more, or the Asian side. So I tend to look at different kind of channels, news channels. So CNN, for example, BBC here in the UK, or and German channels if I can. and just to keep up to date, because I think it is very, very important.
Yeah.
Just so I know that what my colleagues might be going through in Chicago or New York, or my colleagues in Asia and Tokyo, because I know that we have catch-up calls, and I need to know what kind of world and lockdown they live in at the moment. So yeah, I do think it's very important, but not that much anymore. So detox is
absolutely.
much,
Yeah, no,
much
I agree.
for, yeah.
And once this lockdown situation is over and you can go wherever you want in London again and everything opens up, where's the first place that you want to go?
You know what, I don't think it will be central London, but I'm keen to go back to the Bond Street, or do the shoppings or whatever.
Yeah,
I think it would be more even more the nature side. Maybe just rent a car and get out of the town, Cornwall side or something, just a little bit of nature. It's not necessarily city, that's for
okay,
sure.
I like that. And once we can get on a plane again and we can fly somewhere, where's the first place that you'd like to fly?
So we had plans already in place, like many other, I guess.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those are not going to happen. So we haven't booked anything. I don't think I'll book anything
until
immediate. Until the immediate future. I don't know if the borders are going to be open in June, July. So we'll wait a little longer. But I think the aspect of uniting with the family will be the first one. Absolutely. Even if it's Serbia, where I'm from originally, to go there and see my parents again, or brothers. So.
And so last question, Velimir, is, do you have any words of advice for all of us event profs that are in this situation together at the moment?
I guess we are a really resilient bunch of people, I think, especially in events. I've heard this, one quote, and it really stuck to my mind, that, love spreads faster than any virus. So I think, staying together, staying positive, staying united is kind of key. And a lot of people say that, but I really feel it's very important to believe in that thought, because we don't know what's going to be the new norm after all of this. Maybe my advice is to be maybe a little bit open-minded of just adapt to anything that is coming, because it will not be the same most likely at the beginning. So if you're now already training yourself to be open-minded to certain things, maybe you'll get to it quicker and faster. So, stay positive. I think people working in our industry want to travel, want to network, want to be together, and we should still continue thinking of that.
Absolutely.
Dream and living.
Dream of the future, plan for the future. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think if at all, what I started as well, and I don't know if it's helpful, is maybe use this time as well to maybe educate yourself further. There's a bunch of things out there where, like, if you want to improve the language, why not? I think Rosetta Stone, for example, they're offering 3 months of free online tutorials. So until the end of June, you can do that. Or online courses, maybe you pay a minimal amount for a certificate, for example, but you use this time now to educate yourself on things that you always wanted to do, but you haven't found the time. So maybe use that time to educate yourself.
Fantastic advice and wise words. Thank you very much, Velimir.
I hope,
Thank you so much for your time and having a chat with me. And thank you, everyone,
Pleasure.
for watching another episode of Eventprofs Together at Home. I'm Sabrina Myers from Hot Hospitality Exchange, and there's obviously a lot of us out there and plenty more event profs, hopefully, to chat with. So stay positive. As Velimir said, love spreads more and quicker than any virus, and I really like that quote. So let's all believe that we're all going to get through this together, and sooner rather than later. So thank you again for watching, and
thank you very much.
bye.